Hi, my name is Kristina Borg. I'm an artist participating in Art Explorer cross residency program.
Hey Kristina, we are here in Rijeka and I wanted to ask you to present yourself and also to tell us a word about your practice and research.
I'm an artist from Malta who uses socially engaged and socially embedded art practices with participatory approaches. It's very much based on talking, speaking with locals. Sometimes it's through walking, as we will be doing today. That process then translates into an experience-based work, and it's not driven by a product at the end, so the site, but also the context, so the socio-historical, geographical, political context. And that's through storytelling, through narrative. It can lead to performance-based work. It's very much embedded in daily life scenarios.
We are in the middle of the Rijeka's market. Why did you choose this place as the first meeting point for us? And what's your relation to this place?
When I first arrived, it felt a bit strange to me, a bit invisible. So this market is like the hub of Rijeka where the locals come and do their daily shopping. But because I don't understand and speak Croatian, there was a bit of a language barrier. Then I shifted to my other important element of my practice, which is walking. As I walk and inhabit the space, trying to seek the sense of place within the space I am in. It was nice to stroll around the market, the fruit, veg, the dairy, the fish market, and actually this has really helped me to befriend the city of Rijeka.
Can you give us some information about the subject you're developing here, the relation between water, motion and woman?
So I am kind of trying to think about what's the effect, what is our relationship as water moves within our bodies and with our bodies. Women have been compared to water as a body of nourishment and shelter. At the same time, women have also been described as primary users of water. So at the same time as this water moves, twists, shapes, changes its shape exactly through these constant flows, women have also been hailed for their skill of adaptability. But what happens if women do not want to adapt to this privileged patriarchal dominance? What do we understand by adapting?
And now we are surrendered by water in the middle of the port. To get here and to know better the city, I know that you were following the water.
I kind of wanted to welcome the invitation of water, to see where water will transport me, where water will carry me and where it will lead me to. And one of the first walks I did was walking along this small olongo. On one side opposite, we are looking at the city, but when you're walking along the Mololongo, this view is blocked. Initially, I interpreted this as a very inward-looking, which I contrasted with the openness of a fourth city, which across the years has always been open to change. There was this kind of mix going on of inward-looking, contrasting with this openness. But then it's not even inward-looking, because the ports which we have in front of us are actually blocking the view to the city. The sea is always there. We've been looking at it all our life, but it's like a forbidden being.
So the city is surrounded by different types and forms of waters. Could you describe us the diversity of waters, but also tell us the way they are coming together?
So I've been following these different types of bodies of water which hold Rijeka together, from the sea to the water canal, to the river, to the underground streams, and also the spring water coming from the mountain.
So now we are away from the center of the city of Rijeka. Could you tell us where we are exactly and describe what we are seeing all around us?
We have walked and followed along the river, and over here we have this exciting and dynamic body of water, constantly flowing, constantly moving. We can feel the industrial heritage of Rijeka speaking to us. There's also an element of silence at the same time, but at the same time the former industrial heritage around us is also kind of speaking to us. On the one hand, we see time standing still, these kind of units, huts, all rusted, and on the other side, opposite, we have the container terminal. So we can imagine or almost hear the loud rhythmic sounds from the former machinery in the past. And at the same time, I guess we cannot shy away or ignore the post-human interventions which continue to highlight and impact the climate change and the impact on the river, threatening the biodiversity and maybe also blocking access to water for the more than human life that inhabits and wants to inhabit this area.
After a long walk, we finally arrive at this small beach. This is the first place where water is literally accessible to our body.
Yeah, when I realized that there are these number of city beaches, all of them quite hidden, I decided that my walking had to venture further. These hidden beaches were the place where I managed to reflect, think with water, observe the colors in front of me, the blues, the greens, the transparencies, all the movements and all the flows. It's very fresh and very cold as well.
And maybe to conclude, you wanted to read us something.
Yeah, so I think what I've been looking at so much is like the voice of water, and so over here it's the voice of the sea. And as one of the local women I met, she said, we are water. With water we are coming back to our origins. Water brings us back to ourselves. The sea provides calmness, peace and strength. It is so deep, yet it can look so calm. It is strong in its essence and embodies a lot within its depths. Yet it doesn't show it on the surface. The sea will always be. We are just visitors.